ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि। ॐ श्रीहनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनम्। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Ramchandra ji and Lakshman ji, along with Bharata, they came back to see everybody, mothers, gurus, all the praja, everybody. Shatrughna ji was left there along with Sita Mata in the hermitage, in the kutira, and they came, they met everybody, and then they made everybody comfortable, and with a very select few, Mahisura Mantri Matugura Gane Log Lien Satha, taking Mahisura, all the Brahmanas, Mantri ministers, Matu mothers, Gura Vashishta ji, Gane Log Liye Satha, all the very important chosen people, Pavana Ashrama Gavanu Kiya. Ramchandra ji, Lakshman ji and Bharat ji along with Nishad Raja, they went to the hermitage. They climbed up the mountain of the Chitrakuta. Then what happens, we will see in the 246th Chaupai. सियाई मुनि बर पगलागी उचित शीस लही मन मागी गुरपति निहि मुनि तियन समेता मिली पे मुखहि जाई न जेता बंदी बंदी पग सिय सबही के आसिर बचन लहे प्रिय जी के सासु सकल जब सिय निहारी मुदे नयन सहमी सुकुमारी परिबधिक बस मनहु मराली काह कीन्ह करतार कुचाली तिनसिय निरखिनि पट दुख पावा सो सबु सहिय जो दैवु सहावा जनक सुता तब उर धरि धीरा नील नलिन लोयन भरि नीरा मिली सकल सासुन सिय जाई तेहि अवसर करुणा महि छाई लागी लागी पग सबनि सिय भेटति अति अनुराग हृदय शीस ही प्रेम बस रहियहु भरी सुहाग सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सिय आई मुनि बर पग लागी. When all of them came to the kutira, Siya Ai, Mata Sita ji, came forward. Muni bar pag lagi. She prostrated at the feet of sage Vashishta Muni ji. Uchita asisalahi manamagi. She received appropriate ashirvada from Vashishta ji. So much of pain was being, endured, isn't it? So much of, desires will be there, of course. However, even though she does not express her desires, Munivara appropriate ashirvada was rendered. Some of the commentators say she got the ashirvada that she will complete everything and come back to Ayodhya. Maybe that is one of the reasons why they gained strength, and it happened actually later. Gurupati nihi muni tiyana sameta. Later, Sita ji took Guru Patnihi, that is Arundhati ji. She took ashirvada Munitiyana Sameta, along with the Patnis of the other Munis who were there. Mili pe mukai jai najeta. And that Milana of Sita ji, along with all the Patnis of Munis, was such a beautiful experience, it cannot be expressed in words. Bandi bandi pagasiya sabahi ke. She went with so much of humility, so much of love, so much of devotion, care. One by one she went and touched their feet and took their ashirvadam. Bandi bandi paga. Asira bachana lahe priya ji ke. She received blessings from everybody, and that too what? Just not doing blessings. It is out of their heart they blessed Sita ji. Sasu sakala jab siya nihari mude nayana sahami sukumari. When Sitaji saw all the mothers-in-law, Mude Nayana, she immediately closed her eyes. Why? Because the way she had seen all of them before leaving Ayodhya and the way they are attired now was a shock of her life. Sahami Sukumari, she closed her eyes in absolute shock. She never expected. परिबधिक बस मनहु मराली काह कीन करतार कुचाली. They appeared like, like the she swans, the female swans, and it was as though these female swans had fallen in the hands of a hunter. Now they are suffering. Tinasiya nirakhi nipatadu khupava. She said to herself, what has fate done? What has this, mischievous providence done to all these people? And all of them were so distressed to see Sitaji also being so distressed. Distress is one thing. Earlier we had talked of yawning, which is contagious. Similarly is distress. Distress, when you see somebody in pain, even though we may be happier chatting, when you see somebody in pain, the mind changes the attitude and the mind also becomes very stressful, in grief. Similarly, when Sitaji saw the mothers in so much of grief, mothers also saw Sitaji with struck with grief. So sabu sahiya jodaivu sahava. We have to bear the destiny. Sadhana Panchakam, it is said, Prarabdham tu iha bhujyatam atah para brahmatmana astiyatam. The last line of Sadhana Panchakam, 5th shloka, 4th line. Prarabdham tu iha bhujyatam. Meaning what? Everybody has to go through the prarabdha karma. The results of the actions which we have already done in the past. When that results come now, when it gets fructified and come now, then it is called prarabdha karma, which nobody can stop. We have to endure, forbear. So sab sahiya. We have to forbear. Jo daud sahava. What providence has brought to us. Janaka suta tabavura dhari dhira. Neela nalina loyana bhari neera. Then Janaka Sutta, Sitaji, she slowly dhari dhira. She took some courage. Neela nalina loyana bhari neera. With her dark eyes, lotus eye which is dark, even though it was so beautiful, it was filled. Bhari neera. It was filled with tears. Mili sakala sasuna siyajai. She slowly approached her mothers-in-law and embraced each and every one of them. Tehi avasara karunama hichai. At that time, everybody's heart, Sitaji and all the mothers and the people who were standing there, the Munis and the Muni Patnis, everybody, all of them were overpowered with that, feeling of compassion. Karunan mahichai. Lagi lagi pagasabani siya bhetati ati anuraga. Prostrating with every one of them, she fell at the feet of all of them in turns. Bhetati ati anuraga. She greeted them to the kutira with utmost, humility and lots of love and affection. Hridaya si sahi pema basa rahiyahu bhari sohag. All of them were overwhelmed with lot of emotions, and with that overpowering emotions, all of them blessed her. Rahiyahu bhari sohaga. Please remain, may you remain all the time as a sumangali, meaning may your husband be always alive. Let your wife would continue till the end. Continuing in the 247th chaupai. बिकल स्नेह सीय सब रानी, बैठन सब ही कहे गुर ज्ञानी। कही जग गति माईक मुनिनाथा, कहे कछुक परमारत गाथा। नृप कर सुरपुर गवनु सुनावा, सुनि रघुनाथ दुसह दुख पावा। मरन हेतु निज नेहु बिचारी, भे अति बिकल धीर धुरधारी। कुलिस कठोर सुनत कटुबानी, बिलपत लखन सीय सब रानी। शोक बिकल अति सकल समाजु, मानहु राजु अकाजे उहाजु। मुनि बर बहुरी राम समुझाये, सहित समाज सुसरित नहाये। व्रत निरंबुते ही दिन प्रभु कीन्हा, मुनिहु कहे जलु काहु न लीन्हा। भोरु भये रघुनंदन ही, जो मुनि आय सुदीन। श्रद्धा भगति समेत प्रभु, सो सबु सादरु कीन। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरु नाथ महाराज की जय। बिकल स्नेह सीय सब रानी. When everybody saw that Sita ji and all the queens were completely shaken due to emotion, Baithana Sabhi Kahevu Guru Gyani. Guru Gyani, the wise Guru Vasishtha ji, request all of them, told them, now all of you sit down, let us speak, sit down. So everybody sat down. Kahi jagagati maika muninatha. Then the Guru spoke. This is very important. When our life has taken us to a stage, to a standpoint where there is so much of pain, suffering, and we don't know what to do next, how to move forward, how to come out of the pain, and how to carry on with our life. The most important person who is to be contacted, the most important person who have to be taken recourse to is a Guru alone. A Guru is the one who will understand from the heart standpoint and guide us intellectually. And more often than not, we find many people going to a lot of psychiatrists, etc. No doubt, they are also trained to train people, to guide people, no doubt. But at the same time, the best person who can be taken into consideration for the appropriate guidance with knowledge is a Guru alone. And the Guru not only understands the people, he understands their background, he understands the condition, the situation, and knowing the evolution at the emotional level, he will give the right guidance. Vasishtaji has taken up the same thing. When he made all of them to sit down, now Vasishtaji tells them, speaks to them with certain spiritual matters. Some spiritual knowledge can definitely loosen the very, very, harsh condition of the mind. The spiritual knowledge can loosen such a mind and give a little freedom, little, space to think, and then one can come out of the situation. Now see, Kahi Jagagati Maika Muninatha. He said, the nature, the world's nature is like this. It is illusory. It is filled with the power of Maya. And what is Maya? Maya is defined as what? Ya ma sa Maya. Ma ya. Reverse it. Ya ma. Ya ma. That which is not sa Maya. That is Maya. It is illusion. This world is an illusion. When we learn the Vedanta properly, we will understand why and how it is an illusion. Many people won't agree. Why? Everything is pratyaksha. That way, Bhagavan is not pratyaksha. We may question Bhagavan. Common people do. They question Bhagavan because Bhagavan is not seen. Whereas everything is seen, therefore how can I reject everything? But when Vedanta Shastra takes us rightly, logically, and makes us understand how what which is seen is not truth, but because of what everything is seen, that is truth. Anyway, we will come to that later. Vasishtaji tells them, this illusory world is like that. Therefore, you have to come down. Kahe kachuka paramartha gata. The sage then gave them some discourse in spiritual matters and made them understand the world is like this. Karma theory is like that. Like that, he must have given a lot of beautiful inputs. Nripa kara sura pura gavanu sunava suni raghunatha dusaha dukhupava. Then slowly, Vasishtaji, Nripa kara sura pura gavanu sunava, he expressed softly, having prepared the platform through spiritual knowledge, making their mind a little stable to absorb the particular news that he is going to talk of, having prepared the platform well, Vasishtaji informs that Dasharatha has taken to the feet of the Lord. He is no more. He has passed away. And when he announced, Raghunath, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji was shattered. Of course, he was kind of shattered when he saw the mothers. They were in those days, that particular traditionally, the widow's dress. But now, having heard that, and having heard that he was the cause for it, his departure from the Ayodhya city is the cause for it. And therefore, having come to know that he is the cause, he wasn't, he was so pained. Marana hetu nijanehu bichari bhayati bekala dhira dhuradhari. Thinking that the king, died because of the love towards him. And, his mind was so very agitated, Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's mind. Now, one should also understand, earlier also on one occasion I had told, a jnani is also filled with emotions. Jnani is not devoid of emotions. The moment jnana came, now there is no emotion. I am no more, mind. Therefore, I have no emotions. No. That is all, that is a wrong way of understanding a jnani. A jnani is also filled with emotions, but he knows how to handle those emotions. The difference between you and me and a jnani is a jnani also has emotions, he knows how to handle them. Whereas you and me fall prey, we get carried away by those emotions. Isn't it? Kulisa kathora sunata katubani bilapata lakhana siya sabarani. Listening to that very, very, very sad news of the demise of Raja Dasharatha, it was like a thunderbolt on the head, very cruel thunderbolt on the head. And Lakshmana, Sitaji, all of them started crying loudly. And they were lamenting. It was such a painful scene to see. Vipalata lakhanasiya sabarani. Soka bikalati sakala samaju. Manahu raju akajevu aju. Even the whole assembly, the munis and the muni patnis, all of them were filled with grief and that the king had passed away, and everybody were crying along with Sitaji, Lakshmanji. Muni bara bahuri rama sabujhaye sahita samaja susarita naye. Then Vashishta ji consoled Ramchandra ji, and definitely he must have also consoled Lakshman ji, Sita ji. And at the time of grief, it is very important, lot of soothing words are told, and that mind which is in distress should be brought to stability. And to bring it to stability, what is required is what the Guru spoke. Sahita samaja susarita nahai. And then Munivara Bahuri Rama Samujhayi, having comforted them, brought their mind to stability. Along with them, Samaja Sahita, along with the other people, Susarita Nahai, they went and took bath in the heavenly stream. Bratanirambutehi dina prabhu kinha munihu kahe jalukahu nalinha. The Lord, Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, the whole day he fasted Nirjala Nirahara Vrata that day. And seeing them, even though Munihu Kahe, even though Muni told the others, you all please have some food, etc. But seeing Ramchandra ji, nobody had even a drop of water. Bhoru bhaye raghunanda nahi jo muni aaya sudin hai. Bhoru bhaye, when the dawn, in dawn, in early morning, Raghunanda nahi jo muni aaya sudin hai. And Bhagavan very, very reverentially, devotedly did all the Antya Kriya. Now please note, there Bharata only cremated the body because it cannot be kept for long period of time. So there are certain rituals which have to be done immediately, which Bharatji did there in Ayodhya. Now here, the Muni Shrestha and all the Munivara who are all trained in conducting such ceremonies, they told Ramchandra ji to do all those ceremonies, and as per their guidance, Ramchandra ji very reverentially, with all love and affection, he performed Shraddha Bhagati Sameta Prabhu So Sabu Sadaru Kinha. He did all the appropriate ceremonies to be done. Then Kari pitu kriya beda jasi barani भे पुनीत पातक तम तरनी जासु नाम पावक घतूला सुमिरत सकल सुमंगल मूला शुद्ध सुभयउ साधु सम्मत अस तीरथ आवाहन सुर सरिजस शुद्ध भये दुई बासर बीते बोले गुरसन राम फरीते नाथ लोग सब निपट दुखारी कंद मूल फल अम्बु आहारी सानुज भरतु सचिव सब माता देखी मोहि पल जिमि जुगु जाता सब समेत पुर धारिय पावु आपु इहाँ अमरावती रावु बहुत कहिउ सब कियउ डिटाई उचित होई तस करिय गोसाई धर्म सेतु करुणायतन कसन कहूँ असराम लोग दुखित दिन दुई दरस देखि लहूँ विश्राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। करी पितु क्रिया वेद जसि बरनी भे पुनीत पातक तम तरनी। Having performed all the Antya Kriya of his father as per the prescriptions given in the Vedas, guided by all those munis there, the right person who would guide, according to that, Bhagavan Ramchandraji conducted all the ceremonies. And it is said, Bhe punita pataka tamatarani. If you literally translate, it says, became pure again. That is that Sutaka and all we say, isn't it? Those 13 days of ceremonies, tithi, etc., to be done. All that he did, and then he became pure again. Now, actually speaking, he is eternally pure, right? But then he is with common people, so he has to behave according to the common people's ways only. Therefore, as though Ramchandraji was struck with that Sutaka, etc., those, and then he did performed all the ceremonies, and then he became pure. Can Surya Bhagavan become pure? He is eternally pure, isn't it? As though, Ganga became pure by taking other Nadis' names, let us say. Ganga is the ultimate source of purity, isn't it? How can Ganga become pure again? We may throw all dirty things and appear to see the Ganga has become impure. And then with that, all that foolish thing, Ram teri Ganga meli ho gayi, like that, people take movies and stuff like that. Ganga ji can never become impure. Similarly, Ramchandraji is eternally pure. However, from the standpoint of the common man, as though he did all the ceremonies, and then that Vaikunta Samaradhana we all do, and then we say Shuddha, and then house became pure, like that we also tell, isn't it? Similarly, Ramchandraji's, that particular formalities and ceremonies were over. Jasu nama pavaka aghatula sumirata sakala sumangala mula. Bhagavan, he is like the fire. And his very nama, his very name is sufficient. Rama Nama Ummi. We sang on the other day. Chant Ramchandra's Nama once and you will become pure. And then you have to chant it purely with all love and affection. That is also there. Lot of things are there. Oh, I will also, okay, I chant Rama. Okay, now I am pure. That is all foolish things. Oh, from the heart we should come to chant Bhagavan's name. If chanting the name itself can remove all these sins, very beautiful it is said, Jasu Nama Pavaka Aghatula. It is like all these sins were like cotton and Bhagavan is like fire. The moment Bhagavan's Nama is chanted, it is like fire touching the cotton of sins. It will get just burnt. Sumirata Sakala Sumangala Mula. By the very thought of Rama, everything will become auspicious and we will get lot of choicest blessings. But then, we have no time. Generally, we have no time. And even if we tell, out of force, Yantrika Japa, Suddha Sobhayavu Sadhu Samanta Asam, as though he attained purity, though he is the very purity itself, and as all the sacred waters, everything were being sprinkled, and then all that formalities got over. Tiratha Avahana Sura Sarijasa. Like that, all the men, holy men, people who are there, Muni Shrestha, all of them said, they sprinkled all the Ganga Jala, the Nadi Jala, and then they said, now everything is pure. All that Sutaka, etc. is gone. Shuddha Bhaye Dui Basara Pite Bole Gurasana Rama Pirite. Shuddha Bhaye. All those purificatory process were done, and almost 2 days, Dui Basara, 2 days, one couple of days, passed through. Bole Gurasana Rama Pirithe. Ramchandraji then approached Guru Vasishtha and very affectionately said, Natha Loga Sabani Pata Duvari Kandamula Phala Ambu Ahari. Hey Natha, hey Guru, Loga Sabani Pata Duvari. People are little, they are distressed. See, this is one more very interesting psychology. Until some particular thing is over, the mind will be active. The moment that particular activity is over, mind will become restless. Have you seen that? Think. All of us must relate, isn't it? At home, let us say the daughter's marriage have to take place. And then what an amount of inspiration, enthusiasm in the father and mother and sister and brother and relatives and neighbors and everybody, all come, they do that. Please tell me what work there is there for the marriage function. Anything should I do? And then they take up the work and go here, go there, call these people, invite those people, book the... So much of work is done. Until that Mangalya Dharanam is over, you will find half an hour after that, the father becomes tired, mother becomes tired, all the neighbors also, they go and sit down. Somebody wants coffee, somebody wants juice, tired. At home. Why? Even in ashrams, one function is going to take place, everybody, all the devotees come and then they take their own, that particular earmarked activity. They have been assigned some activity, they come and do all the work, and then the program takes place. And since 1 week, everybody come and go, they do this, they go here, they do that, and then they clean up the place. Everybody who won't even wash the coffee cup at home, they will come here and do sweeping and swabbing and cleaning and wiping and what not. Once the program is over, nobody will turn up. The ashram people only have to do. In some cases, some ashrams, workers may be there. In some ashrams, there are no workers. Then what happened? Swami only have to do everything, cleaning up and everything. Think, become tired. The moment that particular mood is over, we become Nath Loga Sabani Patadukhi. Now people have come, they wanted to see Ramchandraji, they wanted to see Lakshmanji, Sitaji, everything. They came, they have seen and they have done. Now everything's over. Now that earning, desperate desire to see them is over. All of them are tired. Hey Natha, hey Guru, all of them are tired. Kandamula phala ambu ahari. They have been eating fruits and bulbs and roots and drinking water, etc. This is one more proof. Very many, some of the videos had come, some of them said, Ramchandraji must have consumed a non-vegetarian because in the forest nothing will be available. These are all proofs to say that nobody consumed non-vegetarian. They remain purely vegetarian. Alright, this is by the way. Kandamula phala ambu ahari. They never took anything except fruits and roots and bulbs and water. Sanuja bharatu sachiva sabamata. And I see Bharata, younger brother Shatrughna, and mothers Sabamata, dekhi mohi phala jimi juga jata. And every minute passes like an age. Phala jimi juga jata. It looks like one age because everybody are tired, everybody are suffering. Sab sameta puradhari apavu apu iha maravati ravu. Therefore, Sab sameta, along with everybody, puradhari apavu. Please return to the city so that they will go back to pavilion. We say that phrase is very often. They go back and they lead a normal life. Apu iha maravati ravu. And if you are here and king is in heaven, he is passed away. And all the brothers, everybody, Lakshmana is with me. And there is no one to look after the city. Therefore, please return along with them back to Ayodhya. Bahuta kahevu sab kiya udhitai. And I have spoken too much. Inadvertently, whatever I may have told, please apologize and please carry on to the city so that all of them will become, they'll regain their energy and they will live a peaceful life. And at the same time he said, Uchita hoitasa. Whatever is appropriate, Kariya Gosai, please do that, O Lord. Dharma setu karunayatana kasana kahamu asaram loga dukhita dina duidarasa dekhilahu vishrama. It is not at all a wonder, hey Rama, for you to speak like this. Why? You are Dharma Setu. You are the very bridge for Dharma. Therefore, you, Karunayata, you are the very abode of all compassion. Therefore, you saying this is understandable. I can understand. Loga Dukhita. But the grieved people, they have come all over, keeping away everything. With grief, they have come here to see you. Therefore, let them derive some solace. 2-4 दिन, Hindi में 2-4 दिन, 2-4 दिवसा, in Kannada we say. Dinadui, couple of days. Let them be here and look at you, Sitaji, Lakshmanji. Let them, fulfill their heart by seeing you. Dekhilahu vishrama. Let them rest here for some more days. And then Ramchandraji had nothing, could not say anything. He also agreed. Then what happens, we will take it up tomorrow. All right. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।